In what was described as the Roaring Twenties, the decade known for mass consumerism, the Harlem Renaissance, and flapper culture, America saw incredible industrial and economic growth. Americans were earning higher wages than they had before, with more people investing in the stock market. The future was looking bright for many Americans, but this all changed in 1929. On Black Thursday, the Dow Industrial Average, the index used to judge the value of the US market, lost 11% of its value at the opening bell. By October 29th, Black Tuesday, the Dow had fallen again, by almost 25% over 4 trading days. Panicked investors sold more than 16 million shares, and the crash lost the equivalent of $396 billion in today's money. What followed was rampant unemployment, foreclosures on everything from banks to businesses, and inevitable widespread poverty. The US had faced several depressions before, but the 1929 crash marked the start of the longest and most severe to date. So, who was affected and how? Life had to be frugal for American families who tried to hold on to vestiges of their former wealth like cars. Trips to the movies were too expensive, and potlucks grew as a way to share food. Financial strain took its toll, and the national suicide rate reached an all-time high in the years to follow. Despite high unemployment, more women entered the workforce. From 1930 to 1940, women's employment rose from 10.5 million people to 13 million. They often found jobs in sectors less impacted by the stock market, such as agriculture, education, secretarial work, and nursing. The Great Depression added to the woes of African Americans who already faced rampant racial discrimination. They were the first to be laid off from work and faced unemployment at twice or 3 times the rate as that of white people. They also received less financial aid, but economic hardship led to the growth of political advancements like the Jobs for Negroes movement and the 1936 National Negro Congress. Likewise, Mexican and Asian Americans also suffered. Much of the work done by Chinese and Japanese immigrants to the US no longer existed. The communities were attacked for driving down wages by working for less than their white counterparts. Similarly, Mexican Americans were blamed for taking jobs away from white Americans, leading to mass deportations and detainment. It took 23 years for the US to recover from the Wall Street crash. And while the economy seems stable in 2019, history has a habit of repeating itself.